What's up guys, Nervzndepizza. I'm back bringing us another episode of AW Tuesdays or Advanced Warfare Tuesdays. So today what you guys are watching in the background is a 136-3 on the map Slums, playing some multi-team hardpoint here using the Scar Age. Pretty good gameplay here, playing with Reckless Thoughts and Philippine Star. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay in the background. But today what I want to talk to you guys about for Advanced Warfare is the perks. Now I have the complete set of all the perks that will be in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and I'm just going to go through the 3 different tiers because right off the bat, let me just say they're bringing back the Black Ops 2 style with the Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 perks. So before each one I'll go into them, I'll show the photos for each of them, and I'll just tell you guys a little bit about each of the different perks. So starting off with the perk 1 here, I'm going to throw that up on screen right about now. So let's get right into all the perks. First off, what we have is Lightweight. Lightweight is a returning perk, increased movement speed. That's the same one we've seen before. Moving on to the second one is Low Profile. This is just a different version of Ghost from Black Ops 2. And basically you're just invisible to UAVs and tracking rounds, which is sort of like the stealth chopper kind of bullets, sort of stuff like that in the aircraft. And the third one for perk 3 here is Danger Close. Danger Close was in Call of Duty Ghost, and it's very annoying, but basically it's just increased explosive and score streak damage. They're adding that this time with the score streak damage. That'll be pretty interesting to see how that works into play. And moving on to the next one here is Overcharge. Now Overcharge, this one works for your exoskeleton suit. Basically it just extends the exo ability battery life and shocks enemies on impact of a boost slam. So this perk, I don't know, it sounds pretty good. I mean, I don't know how many people would use it though, because there is quite a good variety of perks in the perk 1 slot. Moving on to the next one, and the final one for perk 1 is Flak Jacket. Good old Flak Jacket from every single Call of Duty almost. Reduced damage taken from explosive, no slowdown from explosive time and explosive damage, and reset grenade times on throwback. So these are the perk ones. I really think this is the most powerful one, the tier 1. There's a lot of good ones I think in this one. I don't know, maybe tier 3 or tier 2, but anyways, moving on to tier 2, I'm going to throw that on the screen right about now. And moving on to perk 2s, there's 5 different perks as always, like the tier 1. And first one is a new perk called Peripherals. Now this perk basically increases your mini-map coverage, and you can take out enemies without displaying death icons. Now this is kind of similar like a perk in Call of Duty Ghost, I think it was called Takedown, where you can kill enemies without making their death icon. But also that's pretty cool how it increases your mini-map coverage. That's just a cool different thing that they added. Move on to the second one here, Blind Eye. That's a returning perk, obviously undetectable by tracking drones, explosive drones, and all score streaks except the UAV. That's pretty interesting that it actually doesn't save you from the UAV. It's not like, I think Ghost is the one that saves you from UAV, but Blind Eye saves you from mostly all the aircraft score streaks. Now move on to the next one, Cold Blooded, another returning perk from Black Ops 2, an underrated perk that not many people use. Basically you're immune to thermal, target enhancer, threat grenades, and enemy callouts. No name displayed or reticle color change when enemies aim at you. So this is really, I think they really upped this perk this time, you know, making it a little bit more powerful with a couple new features, like I said there. Moving on to the fourth one, Fast Hands. That's a returning perk from Black Ops 2, where basically you reload without sprinting and you can swap weapons, use exo abilities, and use exo launcher faster. Now moving on to the final perk 2, perk is the Gung Ho. Now Gung Ho, I find this perk really interesting. This is a new perk for Advanced Warfare and in Call of Duty, and basically what you can do is you can fire while sprinting and sliding. So this is going to be a pretty annoying perk, but pretty strategical perk in other ways. There's many different ways you can use this perk, and yeah, I'm interested to see how this perk works in the multiplayer. So finally, moving on to the perk 3s, the final tier slot. I'm going to put that up right on screen now. And there we go, that's the final 5 perks that you're going to be seeing in Advanced Warfare. So, there's Toughness, that's a returning perk, reduce flinch when shot, basically just like toughness or focus, stuff like that for Call of Duty Ghost, Black Ops 2. Scavenger, you know what Scavenger is. Start with extra magazines and resupply bullet ammo from dead enemies. That's obviously the most classic perk you can get probably. Another new one for Advanced Warfare is Blast Suppressor. Now this perk you don't show on the minimap when using exo movement, so this could be a pretty cool one, especially if you really want to use lots of exo movements. Just throw on this perk and you won't be seen on the minimap while using them. Final two perks here are Hardwired, a returning perk where you're immune to System Hack, EMP, Nano Swarm, Stun Grenades, and Scramblers. So this is kind of like Cold-Blooded in a way, and kind of like Ghost, but you know, in its own way, Hardwired is Hardwired. And finally, the final perk, another returning perk, is Hardline. So basically, it just decreases score streak cost by 100. Now that's kind of interesting how this decreases all score streak by 100. I don't know, because for Black Ops 2, how it worked is it was a percentage, so it wasn't just everything down by 100. But I don't know. This is not finalized for sure. I think they might change it from 100 to percent. Who knows? Maybe 100 might be a good idea. But we'll have to see what we have for this Advanced Warfare perks. That's all we know for now. Really good perks, it looks like. A bunch of new ones. Really interested to see how these ones work in the gameplay. And yeah, so that pretty much wraps up this video for you guys today. Enjoy the rest of this gameplay. And if you did, please don't forget to drop a like and a comment. And I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm out. Pizza.
Orbital VSAT awaiting orders. Orbital VSAT online. Orbital VSAT online. Friendly lightning strike inbound. Hardpoint locked down. 9 unit awaiting orders. Time's almost up. Swarm on standby. Swarm inbound. Friendly canine unit in your AO. Hardpoint is ours.
Transitioning.